This weekend is the Amiga Ireland event. It's a great little event that happens in Athlone in Ireland, in the centre of Ireland. It's geared for Amiga fans and Amiga things and all things Amiga. But it's usually great fun, and I've been going a few times. I usually buy a ticket just to support them. Anyway, I think after a few years of nothing, everybody wants to celebrate, so there's a few people going, and one of them is actually staying here. He's just arrived. It's my friend Terriblefire, who just came from Scotland. You know him, obviously, if you're into Amiga stuff, for his accelerator cards. Oh. Fucking maestro there. Do you want to say anything?
On my head's too sore from drinking.
So Amiga Ireland, ooh, I see. Amiga Ireland is come and gone. It was overall great fun. It was great to see some people. It was great to see Stephen Terriblefire, who stayed over here 2 nights. We ended up going on a little tour of the Burren with him the day after. I showed him Father Ted's place and all that kind of stuff. It was great to see Neil from RMC Cave. We had great fun. We were a little bit quiet, Stephen and I, on the Saturday, having probably overindulged in various beverages on the Friday at my place. There was some interesting talks, interesting setups as well. One of which was from Ron Nicholson, who was one of the original devs who worked on the Amiga chips. It was great also seeing all the different setups, mostly Amiga 1200s, but there was a few 2000, 4000. There was all flavors of Amiga. There was a guy just selling a lot of accelerator cards from Terriblefire. There was one person that built one live. Pretty much everybody there had some form of card by Terriblefire, and some of them didn't actually know what he looked like. So it was fun to see Stephen just slowly make his way to a table, comment on the board, and then people realizing who he was. I got a kick out of that. At some point, I think we regretted not bringing an Amiga, because I have a 1200 here with one of his limited edition boards. There's a story to that. Essentially, Stephen a while ago sent me, or got Chucky I think to send me a whole Amiga 1200 with one of his accelerator card. I felt guilty receiving something like that for free. There was a Go tag, there was a ton of stuff in that package. I kept the footage, but I never really wanted to do a video about it, because I didn't want to sort of show off, and I felt guilty about it receiving it, so I didn't do a video. But maybe it's time to release the footage. And in it was a TF card for the 1200, with the blinking lights, which is a really silly stuff because you can't really see them anyway once the Amiga is all closed. But there you go. I have a full Amiga 1200 with a Terriblefire card in it. One of the things that was in the package was Chucky's Re-Amiga, the 1200 Re-Amiga motherboard. The latest revision, I think 1.5, which I put to the side for a few years because I didn't have the time to build it anyway. But I decided recently I was going to build it. It's a full-on project. There's a lot of stuff, and so I decided I was going to build it from scratch. So that's going to be very costly, but it's going to be I think a cool project from it. So stay tuned for that video. I've started already, so I'll have the footage starting. I'm going to do it in section, following Chucky's guide as well. He's made a very thorough guide where you can test stuff as you solder components. So that's what I'm going to follow closely. Just make sure everything works before you add more stuff and solder more stuff, and that's always good as a guide to have. But there you go. Amiga Ireland was a success, and hopefully there'll be another one. Thank you, Iarla, for organizing this event. It was really interesting. I really enjoyed Ron's talk and his anecdote on working with the other Amiga devs and working at Apple as well. Anyway, folks, short video, small video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.